what you would have done during the Jim Crow South or apartheid South Africa or the Vietnam War, you're doing it right now. Because there's a genocide being live streamed, and we refuse to be silent, we refuse to look away, and we will continue to march until Palestine is free.
I love what they're saying. There's always this thing with this issue in Gaza and Palestine that a lot of the gentlemen down there don't let themselves think through. There's this thing, the idea of the two-state solution, the idea that we're going to have two different states that are around Israel. One's going to be Israel, one's going to be Palestine. The idea is that if we can divide the land in such a way that people have homes, people have industry, the people of Gaza have a life, then there is not going to be a conflict anymore. Now, the distribution between the Palestinians and the Israelis in this area of land, it's not straightforward. A lot of the Palestinian people live around the Israeli people. It's not just in places such as the West Bank, which is a block of land, continuous land, which is straightforward Palestinians. And the frustration felt by the people down there is that the Israelis have been fucking killing these people. Okay? And there's resentment amongst the Palestinian people, and it damn well makes sense that they're resentful. And the reason why the Israelis are not prepared to accept a two-state solution is because then now they've got another group of people that they have to maintain relationships with. They don't have control over the land, and that group of people, such as happened in Gaza, they might elect a terrorist organization to run their country. That happened in the past. That's how these conflicts began intensifying. Now, because it is actually also the will of the Palestinian people to kill the Israelis. And it makes sense. Like, if I had my land stolen and I had my relatives killed, I would want to kill those motherfuckers as well. But Israel isn't going to go away. Like, there's this delusion that some of these speakers I'm listening to have, which is that what's going to happen is that we're just going to yell at them, we're going to condemn it, and we're going to get rid of the Israeli government, and we're going to have a homogenous land, which will now be Palestine. The Israelis are not leaving. The Palestinians are only going to leave by genocide, which is what the Israelis are currently doing. The solution has to be a two-state solution, but that two-state solution is not going to happen within the next decade. That two-state solution will happen after we crush the Israeli government, and I'm saying this very seriously, demoralize the Israeli people and take their will to fight away. That's going to mean sanctions. It's going to mean sanctions on goods other than just arms. It's going to be sanctions on just regular goods. We need to destroy the Israeli economy. If we don't destroy their economy, then they're going to keep doing this. Now, the people of Israel, they are subject to more forces which are more similar to a country such as Australia or the United States than nations such as Russia. In Russia, they have there is no, the will of the people has no influence on the government. It doesn't matter what sanctions we put and how, if we made it impossible for the people of Russia to get any goods other than just the bare necessities, like if the Russian people rose up, it wouldn't matter because the Russian government would just smash them. With Israel, their people have they're more responsive to the will of their people. It's the will of their people that they're committing this genocide through. So we need to crush the Israeli people. Right? You hear what I'm saying? Right? It's not, and I'm not saying this out of sadism or hatred of Jews. I'm saying this out of practicality. We've got a group of people who are trying to exterminate another group of people. We need to put conditions in place so the cost of them doing that extermination is too high. That's what we need to do. And you do that by attacking the well-being. And when I say well-being, we're talking about luxury goods. We're talking about disrupting the economy, the import of all goods apart from necessities such as medical supplies and food, but all luxury commodities and and these kinds of things. Historically, the banning of luxury commodities from a country has shown to actually be a very effective means of inducing political change. The Soviet Union, they're very famously in East Germany, where back when the Soviet Union was still around, there were riots because the Soviets weren't able to provide coffee. The Soviet Union ran out of coffee and they had riots, and this was a very important part of their transition into, to the collapse of the Soviet Union, was their inability to provide luxury goods. If we hit luxury goods in Israel, we stop them from importing anything other than the bare necessities, you're going to have an end to this conflict. And you're going to induce in the Israeli people you're going to demoralize them, and they're not going to want to fight anymore. When I say luxury goods, we mean everything from iPhones to, just getting nice headphones into the country. We're talking about clothing, which is more like any form of business clothing, so that you should be able to buy a suit in Israel. That's what I'm wanting. If you attack that, I think that is probably the area where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck as an intervention. And you don't need to, it avoids any kind of bloodshed. It's an excellent use of appropriate force. And there has to eventually be a two-state solution. Israel isn't going to go away. We need to do an intervention on the Israeli people.